Hey guys, this is Adam Munds with RCHub Studio Productions, and well, here in front of me is my Losi Baja Rey, and well, this truck is a pretty good truck, but doesn't really hold up to my abuse and categories that I physically always demand my trucks to have. So, that being said, I got this truck probably about a month ago at this point. I beat it, I've got an idea of how it drives and everything. And to give you guys a good idea for review. So I bought this truck right before Horzion RC Fest, and it was very much an impulse buy, 100%. So, that being said, I wasn't really in the market for looking for something like this, but I think I'm going to do a platform build off of this. And what I mean by that is I'm going to basically keep the chassis of this truck stock, and just change out wheels, tires, body, and make it very unique looking. So anyway, first thing off, the Losi Baja Rey is a good truck, but doesn't really hold up to my abuse and categories I physically always demand my trucks to be going through. So you got to get a 75% Ohio to pass this review process here, which is a very difficult job of doing. There's been countless times where the truck is right on the line, barely passing. So, I'm very tough on my review process. I have yet to fill a truck yet. Maybe this one might, but we'll have to see. So handling right out of the box, the truck's weight bias is very front heavy, but as it should be because it's an independent front suspension vehicle, and that would only make sense. Now it tends to like to traction roll a lot because the rear diff is locked, the center diff is open, and the weight in the center diff is a little light. Now, the front diff weight seems pretty good, and it does have a little bit of torque still under hard acceleration, but nothing as bad as, like, let's say, a Yeti XL. So I give the car an 8 in handling. It handles like the real deal, and if the weight bias was a little bit better, I would have gave it a lot better score. I can deal with the diff fluid being a little light. Durability, I ended up beating the crap out of my stock unit, and well, I took it first time out to Horzion RC Fest, and it had a jump set up where you can jump over some cars, and well, it was my first time going out there. I'm like, screw it, I'm doing it. So I jumped it, and the car landed very rough. I think I actually smacked the cars. I couldn't tell from where the camera was at or where I was at. So that being said, that was very rough on the car, and then there's these JMO kickers, which was actually from my old event that I gave Horzion. It came up, tap the brakes, bring it down, up, down, and that is very hard on a drivetrain. And that's when I had my first breakage. So there's the stock diff case here, and it just peeled itself apart. Very bad design in actuality, only 2 screws holding it together. And when that happened, front ring and pinion shot. So I've got an SSD front bulkhead in here with the gears in it as well. So after that, I went out again on the road, did some street driving, had no issues. Took it to the skate park, it actually made it back from the skate park. I do have a little bit of a dent in the body up in here. Wait, here. But other than that, no issues there. Upgradability. So one thing to make your vehicle stand out in the crowd is to make it your own vehicle. Nothing's ever going to match Traxxas or even Axial for that matter. So what can you upgrade on this? You can of course upgrade the rims, tires, body. You can do all that. You can put the Proline and photo after body for the Yeti TT on here with some minor trimming work, which is what I'm going to be doing. But other than that, can you upgrade it? You can put Metal Concepts front arms on it. You can put a Vanquish rear axle on here. You can do a decent amount of stuff to it. You can put an SSD third member, an SSD front bulkhead that I've already did. So for upgradability, I give it a 7. Every truck is going to break, but can you get parts? Well, I give this truck an 8 in this category for the mere factor it is a Horzion based vehicle. Horzion's normally pretty good about keeping parts. So as long as the truck is still being produced, you will be able to get parts for this. Electronics. The stock radio is a Tactic DX2E. It's basic. It's about as basic as you can get besides for the AX2. No, the TTX200 that came with the deadbolt. About as basic as you can get. I always want more out of a stock radio. I guess I've been spoiled with my DX4R and 6R that a entry-level radio is just not going to cut it. Then when you get to the servo, that was painful. I had to switch the stern servo out over at Horzion or Seafest after I drove it the first time. I could not deal with the stock servo. It's slow, it's weak. I don't know why they thought that was a good idea to put this in here. Maybe like putting it in, an ECX Ruckus, it'd be fine because that is a very, very entry-level truck. But I switched it out immediately for an S6240. This little guy here, I put this guy in about everything. I've got a few of these. They're an awesome servo, and they're not super expensive either. Motor and speed control is the best combo I've got in a ready-to-run truck yet. No heat issues. Even on 3-so, they say gear down with the pinion that they include. But it doesn't even get hot for me. And I'm heavy on the throttle if you guys can't tell. And it's got enough power to get this truck whipped around and do about anything I need. So I give the truck a 6. The reason why it's holding so bad is the radio and the stock servo. I would have rather seen no radio, no receiver, and a better servo. That's just me though. So, value. It just comes about 400 and some change, depending on where you're getting it at. So it's an RCHub trophy truck. The competitor's truck was priced pretty close to it when Axie was still making the Yeti trophy truck. So it's a full scale rig from front to rear. It's got a roll cage all the way through it. It's got an interior, a spare tire included, an aluminum chassis. It's got all of that stuff. So for its value, I'm going to give it a 9 in here because, well, it's a very good value. In my opinion, $400 to get you into a ready-to-run trophy truck, that's great value. Although the Losi Baja Rey is a great truck, doesn't really pass. You got to get a 75% to pass, and well, it passes, but with a 75%. So this truck can go either way. Now, the reason why I say that is unless you are dead set on buying this truck, don't buy it. For multiple reasons here. This truck is an interesting model to have. Let's just say that. I really like it though. It's a good truck once you start to enjoy it. But if you're not willing to be committed to a truck, this truck will make you very frustrated. First off, this made me very frustrated right away. And because I couldn't figure out what was happening. Because I'd open up the diff. Look, diff looked fine. Gears looked fine. Opening up the center, opening up the wheel. Everything looked fine. Hit the gas, slippage. Made absolutely no sense to me. Until I started inspecting the way this thing was held together. It's held together with 2 screws. So, unless you're willing to have a commitment with the truck, I would not suggest getting this. Now, that being said, if you are willing to have a truck for a while, work on it, and you want a truck just like the real deal, and you don't necessarily care about handling, but you care about the way the thing looks and the way the thing drives in proportion to a full-size truck, 100% add this truck to your collection. Because sure, you can't go out and do insane jumps. Sure, you can't go out and whip around a racetrack and take home TQ. But you know what you can do? You can take this truck out in the middle of nowhere, throw a camera on it, and throw slow motion on it, and you know what? It's going to look, well, unbelievable. 100% though. Now, I didn't really get to see the suspension movement too good. I got a few shots of it. But, that being said, this is real honest reviews here on the channel. Nothing more, nothing less. And, well, hopefully you guys enjoyed my review process of the Losi Baja Rey. It was a very impulse buy, but I'm actually pretty happy with it. So, there's a few things that need to be improved, but I'm just hard on the truck apparently. So, if you guys enjoyed that video, drop me a thumbs up, comment down below, and until next time, this is Adam Munds with RCHub Studio Productions, signing off.